Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tyra. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing well. In today's video, we're having like a slightly chaotic ASMR video. And today, I'm going to be reading some Am I the Asshole submissions on Reddit. Now, before we really get into this, I feel like this is the type of video that calls for a glass of wine. So, this is a giant bottle. I've not opened it. Drink responsibly, please. But this is the Target California Roots Sauvignon Blanc wine. So, we're gonna crack this bad boy open and give my thoughts on some Am I the Asshole submissions. And also, if you have thoughts on these submissions, please comment down below, because I have a feeling I haven't pre-screened these, so these are all gonna be my first reaction to these and my first kind of thought to these. So let's open this bad boy up. Okay. I'm not going anywhere this evening. Okay, we'll keep it cute. Maybe a little more than cute. I almost spilled this on myself, so maybe let's set it down. But anyway, if y'all want to crack open a bottle of wine or a poppy or water, get your glasses together. Let's do a little cheers. 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 Delicious. It would be more delicious if it were a little bit more cold, but I have 3 other roommates, so fridge space is a little limited, especially for a double bottle like that. Actually, no, let me do this a classier way. Cheers. Anywho, first submission. Oh, should I also maybe it could be fun to go between whisper and soft spoken for this. We'll see. We'll test it out. Okay, so this first one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Leaving My Wife and Kids? Let's see what this says. Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving my wife and kids? I'm sure the title will lead most to say yes, but I feel right in my reasons to leave. This happened years ago. I married the wrong woman. My ex is internally a very angry person and wanted to be very controlling, usually in varying dramatic ways, and eventually years of this caused our divorce. Together, we had 3 boys, 3 and 4 years apart. My eldest was 9 when the divorce worst happened. My ex took them to her parents' house, a 20-minute drive from our house that I had built myself 10 years prior. She burned my house down not long after while I was at work. Burned his house down. No one was hurt, and I have no real proof it was her. Nothing really came of it. The fire was suspicious, but it was in the days before doorbell cameras. I think she just lit a massive fire in the fireplace. So I left. So this is while they were still together. Okay. I had a job that was very specialized, high in demand, generally everywhere. Back then, you could get a job with a smile and a handshake. First, I went to a major city in Canada that starts with a T. Saved cash for about a year, and then moved to a small town about 2,500 kilometers from home. In this small town, I kept the same job, ended up meeting another woman, and we had one child together. She and I are still married. My kids from my previous marriage would come to stay with us for summers during school break. I thought they enjoyed the summers. They built go-karts and raced to them one year. We were always camping, etc. My eldest dropped out of high school at home, and my younger two from the previous marriage eventually moved in with us for their last years of high school. They grew up, they had children. I have 10 grandchildren, and they're starting to grow up too. Oh my God, I'm dying. Good days and bad, but the good are quickly getting rarer. My kids are talking to each other about it, and individually to me. My youngest son from my current marriage called my second youngest for support after having dealt with me on a particularly bad day. My youngest thinks his older brothers hold a great deal of resentment towards him for being my replacement family, and me for leaving them with a mother that didn't spend child support on things like electricity or running water. I haven't spoken to my oldest children about my conversation with my youngest yet. I'm not sure if I should bring it up or let them if they want to. I felt justified with my decision, but I am no longer sure that I am at peace with it. Am I the asshole? Goodness gracious. Well, I would say, given that information, he is not the asshole. I think the wife is the asshole. I have a lot of questions though, like why? Because the wife seems unstable. Like if the wife potentially burned down your house, why are your kids living with your wife, your ex-wife? And I feel like that seems a little sticky to me. Like if she wasn't paying the utility bills, why were they allowed to live with her? I kind of get the idea that there's a lot of missing information here. There's a lot of missing information here. And based off of the facts stated, I would say that you are not the asshole. However, I'm feeling like that story may have been spun a certain way to make you look good, which is like a natural thing to do. But my question, I think the only asshole-ish thing, if this is completely the truth, is that the kids were with that mom. Like, there should have been something where they should have come with you, unless it was a situation where she lived in the States and you lived in Canada, because I know that you mentioned, he mentioned the Toronto thing. So that could play a factor if they were originally living in the States, or if it was like something like that. Then I guess that makes sense. But I would say, at face value, you are not the asshole. You did what you needed to do. Sometimes you have to leave toxic people and it feels bad, and you can mourn it even if it's the right thing to do. So, I haven't read any of the comments. I'm curious as to what the comments are saying. Okay. Okay. Someone said the exact same thing as me. They said if your wife was a violently unstable pyromaniac who starved the kids, why not take your kids with you or rescue them at any point? I assume her behavior was known by others as well, or documented even. Okay, so I'm on the same page. Okay, yes. You knew your ex-wife was too unstable for you, but did you even think about your kids? Did you fight for custody at all? Your career made it so... Oh, shoot. Well, guys, the light died. Our little ambiance is gone, but I hope this is fine. You knew your ex-wife was too unstable for you, but you didn't even think about your kids. Did you fight for custody at all? Your career made it so easy for you to leave and live comfortably. You could have taken your kids with you. Let's not pretend you were blind to this fact. You wanted a new life and you got it. You deserve the resentment. The saddest part is that you didn't see this. Your son from the new mother did. Just how absent from these kids were you? Okay, not the asshole for leaving your first wife. Yes, the asshole for leaving your kids with an unstable psycho. Okay, yes. Okay, so we are all in agreement. Him leaving the wife was not asshole behavior. Him leaving the kids with the wife was asshole behavior. Because, like, if she's burning your house down, I'm sure she's not a stable person to raise a child. I feel like this looks so different without the little purple light. I'm sorry that it died. Okay. Next one. Goodness. Am I the asshole for sleeping with my friend when I'm married? Oh, okay. It says by sleeping, I literally mean sleeping, like snoozing. Me, 26-year-old female, and my husband, 27-year-old male, have been married for 7 years and together for a total of 11 years. We have always been happy with each other, and I love my husband with everything in me, but recently he has been complaining about how I use too many blankets and he gets too hot. I snuggle him too much, I use too many pillows, I go to bed too early or too late, it changes. I would go to bed when he did. I would use only one pillow and one blanket, and I wouldn't cuddle with him anymore. He didn't think that was good enough. He is refusing to sleep in the same bed as me. He sleeps in our guest room while I sleep alone. This has been going on for almost 3 months, and we haven't had sex a single time. He's never complained about my sex. He's just been refusing. He tells me things like, if we aren't in the same bed, why would we have sex? And stuff like that. I have a high sex drive, and so does he. Early into our marriage, we would have sex about 3 times a week. But that's not what I'm complaining about. I miss my husband ever since he started sleeping away from me. He has barely spoken to me. He gets up at 6 a.m. every day, leaves at 8 a.m., and and gets back home at 7 to 8 p.m. His job hours are 9 to 5. I don't know where he is going. I feel unwanted. So back to my point. Recently, my friend, 26-year-old female, got divorced. She couldn't afford her house, so I let her move in with me. I've known her since we were both 2. Now, she does have her own room, but she is having the same problem as me. She feels lonely and unwanted, so we sleep in the same bed every night. We don't have sex, we just cuddle. Now I will admit, sometimes I give her small kisses on the forehead, and she does the same to me. But my love language is touch, so if I can't touch my husband, I'll need someone else to kiss. I've never touched her lips once. We've never done anything more than goodnight kisses on the cheek or forehead. We have been snuggling together for about 3 weeks now, and my husband is pissed. He told my whole homophobic family that I kicked him out of our bedroom so I could sleep with a girl. I just need advice and to know if I'm the asshole for snuggling with someone else. My husband is yelling at me almost every night now. He has thrown stuff, broken plates. I made him a fancy dinner so we can talk and catch up. He took the plate I made for him and threw it on the ground, creating a big mess. Yes, he does pay the bills. My friend doesn't pay for anything. She is just simply too depressed. My whole family hates me now. His family. He does. The only one I have is my friend. And honestly, she's not enough. I feel unwanted and lost. My husband called me a hoe-ass bitch who doesn't know how to keep my hands out of women's pants. By the way, neither my husband or I are homophobic. Our families are religious and homophobic, so that's why they are so pissed at me. Okay, there were some edits after that, but that was the original post. Wow. I'm gonna say she's not the asshole. However, I feel like there do need to be boundaries with her and her friends. I feel like them sleeping in the same bed if they're not together, like, that's a little sticky. But I could understand. Like, I don't think that's asshole behavior. I just think it's unusual. The forehead kisses, I think, are a little much. Like, if you're not together and you have a husband, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe the forehead kisses, we can skirt a little bit on that. But I don't know. It sounds like your husband has some issues. And he's fucking breaking plates. And it sounds like more than once. And it sounds like consistently. I think the first issue is you need to leave. Your husband is the asshole. I think you just need to skedaddle on out that house. Because that is not it. It is giving some tendencies. Also, he's the one that didn't want to be in the bed with you, didn't want to have sex with you, didn't talk to you, and it's like, cannot be consistent on his reasoning. There's a lot to unpack there. The edit kind of said that they had talked about it and wanted to work it out, but I don't. My personal humble opinion, y'all should not work it out. I feel like that is toxic as hell. And you need to get up on out of there. Skedaddle. Now I know it's your husband, so that's different than being in a relationship. However, that sounds, I'm not gonna say the word, but it rhymes with confusive. Based on how he described it. Now, I don't think you should be getting forehead kisses from someone that's not your husband in the bed. Now, if that's like a friendly thing that you guys do, I understand how that could be misconstrued, but I also don't necessarily think you're doing anything wrong. And you are definitely asshole. That's psychotic. Anyway, maybe we'll cap this off at 3, so we'll do one more. These are juicy. Maybe I should do some more of these. This is fun. My legs are hurting. Oh my gosh. Oh. Am I the asshole for stopping my cousin's wedding proposal? Now that looks like it's gonna be juicy. Oh, this is long as hell, but I'm gonna read it. Okay. I, 27, female, just got married to the love of my life, Jacob, 30, male. This past weekend, my cousin Patrick, 34, male, has always been immature, selfish, and rudely forthright. For as long as I can remember, he has never failed to make birthday parties, and not his own, by the way, holidays, and other occasions all about him. The adults in the family have always shown him favoritism, and this is over time spoiled and enabled him. A week before the wedding, he called to let me know that he was going to propose to his longtime girlfriend during the reception. He didn't even ask, just stated that it was going to happen, like I had no choice in the matter. This infuriated me, but I calmly told him not to go through with it. When he asked why, I said that I did not want attention to be deviated away from me and my husband on our special day. This did not go over well, and soon after, he began yelling at me, even went as far as calling me a selfish bitch, then hung up on me. Later that day, I received multiple angry phone calls from our parents saying that I was being selfish and unreasonable. I explained to them that at the end of the day, it was my wedding day and that it was my decision if I wanted the proposal to take place. This angered many, with some family members going as far as deciding not to attend. I assumed that Patrick was also going to make a no-show, but to my surprise, he texted me saying that he'd show up anyway. I knew that he was going to go against my wishes and carry on with the proposal, since in the past, he's caused a lot of drama at other family functions. So I concocted a plan and showed a picture of Patrick to the live band that I hired for the reception. I even paid them extra with the request to start playing should Patrick ever try to make a speech. I informed the other cousins about my plan, and they were all supportive since they knew Patrick's antics all too well and were just fed up with this ridiculous behavior. The day was finally here, and Patrick arrived with his girlfriend and his parents. He was acting very cordial for once, but I was not fooled. After the maid of honor and best man speeches, I noticed Patrick getting up from his speech and making his way towards the stage. And just like that, the band started to play. I smiled, grabbed my husband, and rushed towards the dance floor. Everyone else joined in, and it looked as though Patrick's actions went unnoticed. He made 3 more attempts, which were shut down immediately with loud music. Some of the cousins even blocked his path, telling him to just cut it out. He looked more and more angry as the night progressed, and eventually grabbed his girlfriend's hand and stormed out of the venue. As I watched him leave, I laughed out loud and had a blast the rest of the night with my family and friends. I woke up the next morning to more angry text messages and voicemails, which I ignored. I decided to not engage in the drama and just enjoyed my honeymoon with my husband. So, am I the asshole? This one is very interesting. I think in this case, I don't think that you're the asshole. I think you're petty, and I respect it. But I don't think you're the asshole because he assumed that he was just going to be able to propose at your wedding. Like, everyone knows that the wedding is about the bride and the groom. It's not their moment to take. Additionally, so many of my friends cousins have gotten engaged and are like planning weddings. It is so hard to plan a wedding. It is so expensive. So instead of him making his own plans, he's using the money that you've paid for a venue and a nice, cute situation that he's not doing himself. You told him you didn't feel comfortable with it, and then he got upset with you, turned your family against you, part of it anyway, and then went against your wishes and still tried to do it, and then got mad at you, like, no, you're not the asshole, you're just petty. And to be honest, I would probably be just as petty if I were you. I respect that so much. And the cousins are real ones for kind of helping you out with that one. I'm curious to see what the comments say on this one, because I feel like this one could kind of like, different people would say different things. First comment says, nope, your cousin's a selfish jerk. Freaking genius to pay the band extra to play over him. High five. I don't even know why you would want to propose at someone else's event. Don't you want that to be special for yourself as well? That's a good point. Another comment says, he's a spoiled brat who would call family and have them boycott your wedding because he wanted, I think this was supposed to say, because he wasn't allowed to propose. Good for you for not allowing it. And then another comment says, your family got mad at you for not wanting someone to propose at your wedding. Seriously? Anyway, it sounds like you handled it pretty well. Obviously not the asshole. Not the asshole at all. What you did was brilliant. He's a spoiled brat that got what he deserved. Well done. Not the asshole. Not only were you justified, but you handled it in a hilariously clever way. Okay, so basically, the consensus is she is not the asshole. So, anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like me to do more Am I the Asshole videos, let me know. I feel like that was so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. So much fun. I had a great time doing that. So let me know if you'd like any more. Also, sorry that this little light behind me died. I have one that like plugs in. They like come in a pair, but I have one that plugs in. They both technically plug in, but I can't find the cord for the other one. And so I have like battery powered, so you can like kind of, actually now that it's not on, I'll show you. So there's these like little batteries, but basically you can take the batteries out. So like even if I wanted to bring this outside, I could. I filmed like 3 videos at once and it wasn't fully charged. Like these weren't fully charged, they were just like kind of mostly charged. So it's probably why it died. But like even if I wanted to, I could like put this on a little light stand and even have this like outside for a shoot. So part of me wants to get it for the other one too. I'm just trying to budget for that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyway, despite the light, it's almost like I'm a songwriter or something, rhyming the way that I did. But despite the light, I hope that you enjoyed that video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.